Taurus.
Hello Taurus, this is your forecast for February 2015, and I see that you've been very busy here as of late, and this month though is going to give you a different flavor than last month. Right now your focus is going to be more so on career than it has been. Not saying that you're not always thinking about your career, you are, but something now is going to bring it to the forefront even more so. You can initiate new beginnings, or a new concept coming in, and I feel that it might be something that you have thought about earlier on here last year, and maybe you didn't have the time or circumstance to implement it, but it's like as you're revisiting these thoughts now, you can actually start vamping up your career, and this is something, of course, that can behoove you for a long time yet to come. And for those of you that are also thinking about a new direction, I would like to say that that could come into being. So it's not just the career that you have, but some of you, I see, might just get a feeling or a kick that it's time to change a direction. And this is especially here for those of you, I feel, that are probably they're 10 days or so into the your sign, into Taurus, and it might just come with an offer from outside, not necessarily something that you're out there looking for and sending out applications, but you might just get an offer from somewhere, and then of course it's up to you to yay it or nay it. But yes, change can always be good somewhere midlife, and test out other talents and skills that are laying there within. Now you have the new moon here in this area of career also, the Taurus. It's hanging there in the very last degree of Aquarius. And so for you, it will be to put your intentions this month that you want to look at how you can change up your game at work, how you can become more creative, how you can become more productive, how you can more streamline, so that things can bring you the quality and the value, and not to mention the value system of what it is you're trying to achieve. And that means a lot for a lot of you Tauruses, since you are the rulers of the second house, meaning money and income and value assets are important to you. So this month could actually open up a few doors, and you could find that quite exciting. But February also starting off beautifully here, very social too, I'd like to say, and this is because we got both Venus and Mars along there with Neptune in your 11th house for social activities, spending more time with friends, catching up, out and about, participating in events. Some of you might be on your social networks a whole lot more than normal, but it is because it is such a great time when we have the joy of Venus, the pleasure there, and your dynamic energy, which is Mars, is also in that area. And you'll feel this wave until that of February 19th, when Mars first is going to ingress, meaning changing signs from Pisces into Aries, and then followed by Venus the day after on April 20th. So then we're going to fire up the energies, because then they're moving into a fire sign. But until that, those first 19 days, you get to feel a little bit how Pisceans feel all the time. Pisceans being very romantic and very creative. When you have Mars and Venus there, you're taking on the flavor from that sign, and you're expressing it and receiving it in that Piscean way. So you might just feel that you're a little bit more gaga here, and because you're so practical and down to earth for the most part, and but you're going to feel this romantic energy that's just going to take you off on your wings here first part of the month. So enjoy that, Taurus. We have on February 5th, if you are having any talk or any reviews as far as your career goes, this can come into being with Mercury in your career house it is setting itself up here with Saturn. Now Saturn, having just changed its sign, it's moved out of that area of committed relationships where you've been tested and tried over the last 2.5 years. So now it's more being, your new lessons are all about how to deal with shared resources with your partner. How much is yours, how much is his or hers, what is joint and what is separate, what is your personal. So this is where Saturn is going to try you. But this is a good aspect because Mercury being in a sextile opens up for a harmonious, level-headed communication, all right, about this area. And for those of you that work from home as well, since we're seeing career and we're seeing shared resources, well, some of that might come into play too as a part of the discussion. However, though, Mercury is retrograde, and so you don't really want to make any firm decisions quite yet. But then when Mercury goes direct on the 11th or 12th, depending on where you live on this planet, then it's going to pick up speed, move forward, and it's going to touch upon the very same degree again as it is on February 5th with Saturn. And that will bring this talk back up around, and then you can make whatever decisions or sign any papers or contracts and understandings. So February 19th, circle that in on your calendar. And on the 19th also we have Mars changing signs out of that very social area and then going into the secluded 12th house here in Aries. So you're going to feel that you have used a lot of energy, and now it's more like me time coming in, where you're sinking in because it has been hectic these last few months for you. And then Venus too on the 20th, very day after, is going to join Mars in that 12th house. So together they will be riding out through the rest of the month. This is a great time for you, Taurus, to take time out to do those inner spiritual things. It's time to go yoga and meditate, do what you need to do to clear your chakras, and listen to your higher self and inspiration. Go get a massage and spa yourself. The 12th house is all about letting go of the last year. Venus takes a whole year around the chart, so it's recharging your batteries so you can be ready and get-go next month. And Mars is also letting go of a 2-year cycle of stress, so it needs to heal. So I always call it going into your spiritual chambers when we move into that 12th house. And it's only for a while, but it's important that we cleanse and rid ourselves of the old debris so that we're ready and powered up when the planets cross your ascendants into the first house. On the 22nd, mark this on your calendar because it is a very romantic time, secluded, privately. Venus and Mars, they're together doing the dance on the night sky, sharing the very same degree in your chart. So if there is clear skies, I've said that to the others here too, go out and look at them. They're beautiful. On the 23rd, you might be up against something, a little hesitation, maybe needing to make some decision. This is the Sun and Saturn squaring, and so this would be probably between, I'd like to say maybe a new thought, or it might have something with groups to do as well, or friends, and then your partner wanting or thinking one way about it and you're thinking another way about it. So that could be the issue being discussed, but then also it could be probably you wondering how you're setting up your financial structure right now as far as where a partner may be involved. And but you're going to feel good about this because clarity is coming in. Both Venus and Saturn, both here over between the 24th and 26th, is going to come in with this beautiful golden ray to Saturn. So you're setting something up now where you're going to feel secure. And so I'm feeling this intimate energy that's coming into your life is putting down some really, really good roots. Some of you, if you're having any discussions or talks or meetings with financial institution, entities, and so forth, well, this should also be a favorable time for it, Taurus, and especially if you're also working with commissions and royalties, this could also be a time where you might see money coming to you from those areas. Not necessarily your day-to-day, month-to-month income, but more payoffs from these commissions. We have your full moon, Taurus, here this month in your 4th house for family and home. And so it's being illuminated. There's just this joyful feeling of things feeling so full-ended. It's in the sign of Leo, and that's the heart chakra. And there's a little surprise. Not only does the full moon bring full emotions, but we have a surprise with a trine coming from Uranus, which brings unexpected situations. And in this case, Uranus is going to bring a good unexpected surprise. And this is from your 12th house. So maybe something that you've been contemplating or dreaming about now coming in, bringing it into your 4th house, meaning your home, your residence, property, news about this, or some renewal could be as well. And then also, just within that first few hours there, that full moon is going to be conjuncting with Jupiter. We know Jupiter is abundant, it is gracious, and so you can come to see that something here too might surprise you big time. So that is pretty much what we have here for you in this forecast for February, Taurus. I will see you again in March, but listen to your partner's chart and see what reading is for him or her. And also, as always, listen to your moon and rising sign. I'll see you in March.